Hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ishKristyn. Today is part 7, yes 7, of 9, of me putting away the massive amount of ArtDot drills that I ordered. So let's get right into it. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. If you're new and you're expecting perfection, you're in the wrong place. So I am going to be using my brand new cat-proof tray, and it comes with a little like bendy lid. It's pretty cool, actually. I like it. I haven't actually dropped it on the floor, or my cat hasn't knocked it on the floor with drills in it yet, but that would also require me to put the lid on, which I'm not good about. But I thought this is the perfect size if I need to dump the diamonds into the tray to put them in the bag. So let me find my first color and I will explain what I'm doing if you have no idea what I'm doing. I did cut some of these in half so they weren't so big and massive. Oh, both cats are here to bless me with their presents. Oh, joy upon joys. All right, so I have 3 sets of the 1000 drills from ArtDot. I ordered them for a project that I am not finished with yet, and then by accident I had put another container or another package of them in the Amazon cart because I was thinking, oh, I will wait for these to go on sale, as one does, and then my husband ordered everything in the Amazon cart, which is normally fine, because then I get stuff I want. But I had put in 2 packages of the ArtDot drills, apparently, that I didn't realize. So I have 3,000 of each color that I need to put away. That's what we're doing. And I will have all the info. Oh, there's my cat right there. I will have all the information in the description box about like my photo box storage system. I did not come up with it. I first saw Rebecca at Add More Zest with her photo boxes and baggies, divider cards, all that jazz. But I list all the sizes and all that stuff about what, oh my gosh, I'm already spilling the first color. This is not good. All that stuff. So, and on my bags, I am using a separate set of bags, which I am very grateful for after actually using the ArtDot drills because they are not as uniform. Excuse you, as like resin drills, they are not. So I am glad that I am not mixing them in with my, higher quality drills. They're okay. They're not like, they're not amazing, but they're not horrible. Those. Okay. And if they're a little bit off in color, I am kind of over trying to nitpick that. So, but I should really have the bag open before. I'm so out of practice with this, guys. Oh my gosh. Like, I know I've probably had a video come out with these in the last few weeks, but it was like before Christmas when I filmed those. So I've been dreading this, honestly. It's not my favorite thing to do. Like, I don't mind kitting down a diamond painting because it's just a little bit funner, but this is just tedious. And because I have so many of these that it is expanding my storage boxes to the point where I had 3 boxes, and then this is box number 4, and as you can see, a lot of these don't have the ArtDot drills in them yet, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be 5 or 6 boxes by the time I'm done, which is not my intention. But I guess when you add in 3,000 drills of every single color, it's going to push things back just a little bit. I hope everybody is having a good day, week, month, whatever it may be. And if you are not having a good day, week, month, I hope it gets better. It will get better. It may not seem like it, but it will. I promise. I promise you it will. I really should be checking to make sure I'm actually cutting the right bags together. Yeah. Oh, okay. Do it over the tray, dingy. Do it over. Okay. All right. And I think that's why I did the tray before, because it's just easier. So let's just cut you. There you go. There you go. So each video I am doing 50 colors, 50 different DMC numbers in order, because there is no way I would be able to do them all in one sitting, obviously. And with 3 bags in each color, then that equals out to 150 bags that I'm de-kitting. And yeah, it's a lot. Okay, oh, okay, maybe that's not the best. That's not gonna work. I am winner chicken dinnering it already. Wow. Okay, I think, and I tried that other tray last time and that didn't work either. Oh my gosh. Mess. Maybe I should just try pouring them into the bag from that corner. So these cat-proof trays have this like little spout right here. And if you don't have it lined up exactly, it's a little disastrous. I've dumped many a diamond into my lap because I haven't been paying attention. Come on. Okay, there is that. And my cat is just sitting at the end of the table watching, all creepy. I need to actually pull this. Sorry. There you go. Okay. Pull that a little bit. Okay. Because it was about to fall off the table and I do not need to have to buy a new cell phone. As fun as it is to get new electronics, I don't want to have to buy it. I did just have to buy a new computer. So I'm a little tapped out on the electronic purchasing for at least the next month, because that was not cheap. It was not. Okay, go in there. It is still January while I'm filming this, and it's not really cold anymore. It was, we had some really cold temps, but it has mellowed out a little. Now it's just kind of dark and dreary, rainy, which is better than freezing rain and ice like we did. We had before. Yep. And if you have not noticed, hang on, finish your thought. I'm gonna have to push these back. I gave my little trashy cat, Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty, he has a hat. So he is fancy now. Push those into another box because it is only a matter of time before the other. Okay, I am losing the bag. Okay, go back there. That is the one thing about this project that I did not anticipate, was how much space these all would take up. It's a little ridiculous, I gotta say. Okay, I can feel it. Where? Go. Oh. Nope. Come on. Oh my gosh. At least when there's diamonds in the bags and stuff, at least they kind of stand up. All right. But yeah, this is a mess. Like, this is not an efficient way to do this, I don't think. But I'm already there. All right. Probably should have the Ziploc bag open before I cut them open. Push that. Okay. I am left-handed, so I need to pour these with my left hand. Otherwise, they are going to go, well, they might go all over anyways, but still. I feel like I have more control if I'm pouring them with my dominant hand. There's that. And then there's one more of these. So some of these only have 2 packages, and some of them have 3. And that's because they're being used for a conversion project. But it will need to be kitted down when it's finished, whenever that may be. I don't know when that's going to be. I have not worked on it. Just not really feeling it. But I am hoping to start on my other big project, geode, this weekend. So if you're watching this, hopefully I would have already done a video on that. Because it ain't gonna finish itself as much as I would like. It's been sitting there and no work has gotten done on it, so I guess it's up to me. Go in there. Oh! Yep. Nope. That's not the smart. Oh, it's coming back out the back. Yep. I meant to do that. They're all over, aren't they? Okay, why don't I finish doing this instead of trying to pick them up off the table? Seriously. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. Put that in there. Yep. Totally. Oh, well, that's because I'm trying to... Why am I trying to put them in that way? It's like completely upside down. It's going to be one of those videos, I see. Awesome. Okay, there's my... Oh, my... Oh, dummy. Oh, dummy. And I can say that about myself. So, it's okay. I'm feeling it. Okay. Focus. Maybe today was not the day to do this. It's all right. Okay. All right. Look at that. Nice and clean. Wow, I'm 12 minutes in and I've only gotten to number 6 in that train. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, just shove the whole thing in there. Come on. Get in there, you little pain in my butt. Oh my gosh. Why can't I... What am I doing? It's like watching like a car accident on the side of the road. Like, you know you shouldn't stare, but it's like watching, you're like, what the heck, lady? Excuse me. There's that. Okay, look at that. Oh, look how far I've gotten. Not far at all. Okay, so we have 1, 2... We have 4 of these ones. Let's just put you in there, little friend. Okay. I love how the dot is like a dark blue, but the drills are actually purple. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, no, why am I doing that? Why am I trying to pour with the right hand? That is one thing I've noticed when like this show. Oh my gosh. Oh, stupid. Okay, one at a time. Maybe don't open it that far. With like specialty diamond painting trays, I've noticed. Like this tray, for example, it has this little spout, which is, you know, great. But you can tell that usually they're made for right-handed people. You wouldn't think, like, a diamond painting tray isn't handed, but it is. Because I use my right hand to pour my diamonds back into their container. Because usually I have my pen in this hand and I'm holding the little container. So I'm pouring in with this. Well, then it's like, or no. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, I'm using my left hand to pour them and I'm holding the container. But because the hole is farther away from me, I can't see where it is, and then I spill them all over. It's not something you'd think about if you were, you know, if that's the hand you use. It's like, yeah, well, duh. But when you're left-handed, you find things like that very often. And it's not like people are, you know, are trying to be like mean or anything. It's just most of the population is right-handed. So naturally things are going to be made for right-handed people in the world. At least nowadays, scissors and stuff are ambidextrous. Now, I remember when I was in school, and like elementary school, and they had scissors, you know, like the little scissor caddy, I guess you could call it, where everybody shares scissors. You know, you didn't bring your own scissors. And there was always like one pair of left-handed scissors, maybe, and they were like gross. They were the super dirty, skanky, glue-covered scissors. And if there were two left-handed kids in the class, it was a fight to the death to get those left-handed scissors. Every once in a while there was another left-handed kid, but most of the time it was just me. Okay, number 9 in this train. I am very much looking forward to being done with this, because all these extra drills are just sitting in my office taunting me, and I want to stop looking at them. At least when they're in their boxes, then I don't have to look at their little individual bags. They're nice and pretty. And then I'll make, once I know how many boxes I actually will need, then I might make nicer labels for them. Because right now, I just have like a piece of paper with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 written on them. And I'm not even gonna bother trying to separate and like write on the boxes what drill numbers are in each box. Because then if I have to move them around, then I'm gonna have to redo the thingies. Like there's no way I'm gonna be able to get, you know, DMC 100 through 400 in one box exactly. Yeah, I do not. I know that won't work. So I'm not even gonna try. Okay, these are, I'm gonna have to move more of these back because it's still too chunky. Too chunky. All right. Last 3046, open. So far, no dusty drills in these ones, but there's still time, guys. There's still time. I will say that the dusty drills do make a difference when you're diamond painting with them. Yeah, because I was having a big problem when I was using the ArtDot drills. Even the ones that didn't look dusty, they still would take, whoa, oh, stupid. They would take all the stickiness off of whatever medium I was using. Because I tried using the alien putty, because I had just gotten it and I was really excited. And I was like, why does this not work as amazingly as everybody says it is? I couldn't understand. And then I was like, well, fine, I'll go back to using glue dots. But then the glue dots were like, you know how you have to prime the glue dot, and so it's like super sticky and it rips the drills off of the canvas and it won't let go of them? Yeah, no, after 5 minutes of using the same glue dot, yeah, it was not ripping them off. I didn't have to like dab it on my coat or my face or, you know, anything. It was just, the drills were so dirty that they just, I was like, well, that's not good. But at least I knew it wasn't the alien putty that wasn't working. Because then I tried the alien putty on a regular diamond painting, and that stuff is awesome. So I highly recommend the Alien Putty. It's like $12 for the little tin, but what I've been doing is I've been using it, and I fill up, you know, my pen, my single placer tip, and my multi-placer tip. And then when it starts to kind of like, you know, not stick as much, then I kind of poke at it, flip it around a little. And then when it looks like it's getting low, like, you know, some has come off, you know, worn down, then I just top it off with a tiny bit of fresh, and it's like brand new. There's no like awkward teenager phase where it's too sticky, nothing. So highly, highly, highly recommend the Alien Putty if you can get your hands on it. I know it sells out fast, but it's, if you don't like refilling your pen constantly, because that, I can't use regular putty because I get so annoyed. I mean, I should be able to just sit down and diamond paint for the night and not be sitting there futzing around with the putties and all that stuff. So that's why I really like the glue dots. And even the nano tape, I feel like is pretty good too. I mean, considering you can get a giant roll of nano tape for like $10 and you use so little of it, I mean, you could be using that stuff for years. That's how I attached Munchy Puddin' Trashy Catty's ears in his little body, and how I attached his little sombrero. I didn't want to hot glue it because I might want to take it off and, you know, change his outfit or whatever someday. But for now, he's rocking his hat. I should have a winter hat since it's cold outside, but I don't have one. So I'm working with what I got. He's just lucky he gets an accessory, okay? Because his body is very tube shaped and nothing really fits. So. He is my favorite cat so far this week, because I'm still a little angry at the one cat because of the having to buy a new computer reason. If you did not catch my whip and chatty rant where I explained why I needed a new computer, Sharky, the gray cat who bites things like my diamond painting canvases, decided that my son's computer corner looked like a good area to chew on one day while he was working on homework, and he was just kind of rubbing up against it like, oh, hello, hello, and then he bit the screen part, the corner of his computer. And now there are these weird lines going all over the computer. And so I'm worried that the computer screen will stop working and then he won't be able to use the computer. So we decided he needed a new computer, and his computer's like, I mean, good God, it looks like that computer has been in like multiple car accidents or something, because it is just banged up and scratched and dented. Oh, and it's not a cheap computer because it's an Apple. So I was like, because he's like, well, I think I might need a new computer. And I'm like, you don't get a new computer. You can get my old computer and I will get the new computer, because I know how to be gentle with my electronics. Because I know he sits up there in his room and he plays virtual reality games and stuff, and he leaves his computer open because him and his friends can like talk and chat and do whatever they're doing. And I know he's hit that thing with the virtual reality things, or dropped it, or stepped on it. I mean, good God. So I'm like, you don't get a brand new Apple computer. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. You can have my 5-year-old Apple computer and I will get the new fancy one. So I got it. Spoiler alert. It's awesome. It's got like twice as much storage as my old one, which is very, very nice, that I'm not worried about constantly going over my storage, which I probably should just delete a bunch of stuff, but I have a hard time. I'm like, what if I need this? Yes, it's a menu, like grocery list printable from like 20 years ago, but still, I might need it. You don't understand. Okay, that row is chock full. Next row. Okay, what number? We're on 3064. Hello, Duncan. Fancy seeing... No. Don't eat my cat. No. No, thank you. He was so excited on Monday. Monday is grocery store day around here. And I did not bring enough reusable grocery bags with me into the store. That is my personal space, and I'm using scissors. So we had to get a few plastic bags, and if you're new, we live in Washington, and there are, that one I didn't even cut. We have the, you know, the plastic bag tax and all that stuff. And so I always have grocery bags anyways, because I don't like the plastic ones because I feel like they suck, but sometimes you can't avoid it. So we had to get 2 plastic bags, and we came in from the grocery store, and he was so excited because I'm dropping drills from this tiny little opening. He always runs in when we come in from the grocery store anyways, because sometimes, like, you know, there might be a produce bag or a bag with some deli meat that he wants to lick because he loves the plastic bags. And I'm just spilling these all. Oh my gosh, they're like, I don't even know where they're coming from. And so he was extra excited when he saw those plastic bags. Oh my gosh, he would have thought it was Christmas morning. So he was just sitting there, licking the bags, like squinting in delight. And then I always feel bad because then I got to take the bag away. But if I don't, he will run off with the bag. He's done that before. And so I can't, you know, it's a safety thing. Like, I can't have him hiding plastic bags because I don't need him, garbage, you know, chewing it. Well, because the other cat will chew it. And so I can't have, if he just licked it, I could totally just be like, you know what, here, you can go put it somewhere. You can lick it whenever you need to. But the other one's a chewer, and he will actually like chew and take chunks out of plastic. Like my diamond painting plastic things. And so you can't leave the plastic out. It just, like these, if I left one of these out, like if I came back to the table, like three minutes later, he would have a bunch of holes gnawed in it already. Okay, I don't know where all these browns are coming from. They're going in the trash. I'm not going back to put them in the other bag. Honestly, like I'm not even, I don't know, using the ArtDot drills. And I think I've just been spoiled, okay, first of all, because, you know, using drills from, you know, name, I don't want to say name brand, but I guess I can't think of it. Premium diamond painting kits has spoiled me. And so when all you've been using is resin drills that are, you know, even in size and even in, you know, not as many, you know, side tabs, and they're not like too small and the spacing is good. Then when you use, you know, like acrylic drills that, you know, aren't really the same quality, you do notice it. I didn't think I would be able to, because, you know, I'm not the best diamond painter in the world, and, you know, I don't want the title of most awesomest diamond painter of the world ever, you know, but I can tell. Like, wow, that is a difference. And because on the canvas, some of the colors I did actually have to order from Jaded Gem Shop because I didn't have enough, because there were a few that had more than 1,000. And when there's a group of those darker colors together, I definitely can notice a difference in the spacing and drill evenness. So, but it'll be fine. I will work on that other project when I feel like it. We're just having a little separation right now. All right, that's 3325, 3326. Lots of, there's a lot in this section. Of course, you can't see over here, but I promise you, there's a lot of pretty colors in this grouping. There's lots of pinks, purples, greens, Very, very floral. And some oranges and like some kind of pinky purple reds. Just, it is a beautiful section. Okay, go in there. So this is number 7 of 9. And number 9 will actually be kind of a shorter one because there aren't as many drills in the last. The last train only has 5 bags of colors instead of 20. So that will be maybe a shorter one. Maybe in that one I will do a final reveal of what it all looks like. And then we can all celebrate that the ArtDot drills are put away. I know I will be celebrating. Although I know a lot of people like kidding down videos, so I don't know, maybe this is like kidding down on steroids, maybe? I feel like it's a little more, not a little more boring, but I don't feel like it's not as exciting, but I don't know, maybe it is. Excuse you, what are you doing? No, thank you. He's causing trouble, guys. Causing trouble. Okay. Train number 2. Woo woo. Okay, so here is, excuse me, friend. So this is train number 17. 17. So I need to split these 21s in half because it's a little hard to maneuver. So you go there, and then this is part of one. Some of those were in the other one, and this, wait, this is number 11. I'll put you over here with that one, and then that's the beginning of that one, and then that one can go over there, and this one we will split right there. Okay. All right, oranges. See, I told you, pretty colors. Pretty, 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 pretty. Open the bag first. Come on. Let's have the tray. Just in case I spill. Not that I spill, but, you know, it could happen. It very well could. So while my son was homesick, because flu, we watched on Amazon. He was watching something, and then sometimes like an ad will come up and you're like, oh, well, I got sucked in because there was a documentary about the Wiggles. And when he was like a toddler, he loved the Wiggles. Like, the Wiggles were his favoriteest thing in the world to watch. And we actually went to one of the Wiggles concerts. We actually went to 2 of them. And so I was like, oh my gosh, we need to watch that. And he's like, fine. Because he was all tired and, you know, he didn't have any energy. He couldn't fight me. And so we watched this Wiggles documentary. And it wasn't like scandalous or anything. It wasn't one of those documentaries. Because I think the Wiggles all, you know, participated in it. But it was interesting to learn some things about, you know, the band, how they came to be, and how they first, you know, were trying to be like an actual, like, you know, band, and then, you know, some of them then recruited other people and all that jazz. But that was really interesting because just to see how they started in one place and then, you know, moved up and, you know, then got exposed to, you know, more kids, and then they got on Disney, which, you know, if you get on Disney, then they own you and they'll, you know, promote the crap out of you. But, yeah, it was very interesting because I know the yellow Wiggle, Greg, you know, we're on a first name basis, obviously. He had health problems, and so then he actually left, and then another guy went in, but then Greg came back, but then he still was having health problems, so then he left, and then they brought in like the girl Yellow Wiggle, and then, you know, other people left because, you know, they're all old. I mean, not old, but you know what I mean. They're getting a little too old to be doing it. So, yeah. It was an interesting thing. And then they were showing this concert that they did, like, throughout the documentary. And it was so funny to me because, like, you know, I'm in my 40s. And so, but I know, like, I knew all the songs they were singing because, you know, when you have a kid who is obsessed with the TV show and listens to the music, you learn all the music. And it's all, like, really basic songs. Like, it doesn't take a lot of, you know, thought and brain power to learn the songs. And so they were doing this concert, and I don't know where it was, probably like England or Australia or something. But the audience was just full of adults. It was adults and, you know, like probably people who had grown up watching the Wiggles. And they're all singing along and dressed up and, like, you know, almost like crying at like how much, you know, fun they're having. And I was like, that would be kind of cool to be so excited about. All right, let's insert a little SpongeBob 3 days later right here, because I had to abruptly stop the last time I was filming. I got a call from my son's school, and so, yeah, I had to go pick him up. So, we're back at it. Oh my goodness. All right. I have no clue what I was talking about the last video at all. So, yeah. So that is number 5. I don't even know where I left off because I literally just threw everything in a box and, yeah. Because I can't leave it out because, you know, cats ruin everything. So, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I need my bags. Where are my bags? See, I'm so unprepared now. Okay. I got my bags. Okay. 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 4, 7. Okay. All right. I feel so scatterbrained right now. So, back in the saddle, as we say. These diamonds ain't gonna put themselves away because they sat there in their box for a few days and they didn't go anywhere. They didn't do anything. So I guess it's up to me. So that's all right. Whew. Oh, look at that. First color and I'm already spilling. Super, super awesome. Super awesome, guys. Well, I was trying to stick the whole opening in the bag to, you know, hopefully have them dissipate in there, so to speak. But it's not really working out for me very great. Okay. Come on. Whoa, no, no. Don't be doing that. All right. Like that. Super smooth. Not at all awkward. Nope. Go in there. All right. So we have... Oh. I don't know why I'm trying to save one little diamond, but I am. That's who I am. 3, 3, 4, 7. Let's put you in there. So yes, I do not remember what we were talking about last time. I think I was talking about the Wiggles, but honestly, I don't know. And there are way too many cards in this section, so I am just going to pull those out, put these in this little box right here for right now, so I'm not fighting with these. Okay, so we are on, that is not the right one. We are on number 6 in the train. 6 in the train. So that's 11. Okay, what is going on? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, guys. Okay. Some of these colors are so similar that it's like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Granted, I feel like some days it's not that hard to to confuse me. But that's okay. Nope, nope, nope. So, see, look at that. I didn't even get that one. Cut. Open. Almost got it cut open. But not quite. Ah! Seriously. So I went to Michael's earlier this week, and I think I mentioned it in one of my whip and chatty rants, but you know, anyways, might be repeating myself, but I hadn't been to Michael's in a while, and so I was like, let's just go check it out, right? You know, because sometimes you just want to go walk around and look at all the stuff. And usually when I go and do that, it kind of makes me remember why I don't go and look around, because I was very underwhelmed. And I don't know, maybe it's because I don't decorate my house like seasonally. And you know, a lot of the Michael stuff is seasonal decor, or like, you know, just different. There's a lot of decor at our Michael's, a lot. And a lot of it is seasonal. And I'm not going to decorate for Valentine's Day. Probably not going to decorate for Easter. I mean, I barely decorated for Christmas because my cats ruin everything. So I can kind of pass by all that stuff with no hesitations. And our Michael's has a lot of framing stuff, a lot. And then it has, let's see, so there's framing, and then it goes into, what does it go into after framing? I don't really remember. But then there's a lot of like the, you know, the fake flowers and the floral area, which again, I'm not into. And they have a lot of like the kids' crafts, but it's like, it's just, I feel like it's always the same crap. Like there's never anything new. And then there's a lot of vinyl, like vinyl cutting with the Cricut and the silhouette. And they had a glow forge there, which I think that's the thing that cuts wood. I don't really know. And they used to have a lot of, you know, scrapbooking, paper crafts, but they've really scaled back on that. And they have like the huge planner section, which I'm not really into the planners, so yeah. But my main goal was to look for the diamond painting stuff, right? Because that's what I'm into. And every time I've gone in there, it's been in a different place. So I never quite know where it's going to be. The last time I was in was right before Christmas, and there was a display with some of the Make Market Christmas ones with like the stockings and stuff. But there was nothing there where it was last time. So I had to kind of wander around. And then finally I found a big old display thing in the middle of like an aisle section. You know, in between the aisles, like the walkway. Yeah, there was a lot of empty spaces though. And I don't know if that's just because they just don't have the stock, or it sells out, or they just, you know, don't get a lot. I don't know. But I specifically wanted to look at their little, you know, mini things that are like the Paint Gem minis. Even though they are rounds, and I'm spilling all over, so just ignore that. Because I've never purchased the Paint Gems. They interest me. But in my brain, I keep thinking to myself, $40 for 12, you know, 14, 16, you know, little small individual diamond paintings. It just seems like a lot of money. And I know they're resin drills, and I know that they're supposed to be, you know, really good quality, but the cheap part of my brain is like, yeah, but you could buy, you know, like a, you know, a bigger, higher quality painting for $40 somewhere. So I've never bit the bullet. I don't know. Someday maybe I will, but so I wanted to look at the Michael's ones, even though they are rounds, and rounds are not my favorite, but every once in a while I want to do something round. Doesn't happen very often, but I should really strike when the iron is hot, so to speak, because it doesn't happen very often. But they had they don't have any good, like I looked at them online before I went in, because I was trying to see if they were on sale. And they had a bunch of them, and I was like, oh, those are kind of cool. Those are kind of cool. There was like a butterfly one, and there was a one with like succulents and stuff. And I was like, well, those are kind of cool. Maybe, you know, if I can use a coupon, maybe I'll try one. Yeah, they didn't have any that interested me. They had these bugs, which they just look like a bunch of beetles, and oh my gosh. What am I doing wrong? The bugs did not interest me. Okay, just dump them in the tray. And then they had like an ocean animal one, right? And I was like, well, that's kind of cute. But I swear, the octopus legs looked as if maybe they were like 2 or 3 diamonds wide in some places. There's just so much emptiness that I was like, I am not paying that much money for I mean, it's a partial diamond painting. That's really what it is. So, I don't know. I've seen some that other people have done, and I think they look really cool, but I just, for some reason, I just can't do it. So someday you might see me doing a paint gem, but I don't know. I can see how they would be really helpful if you're like traveling, because they are smaller. But yeah, I don't know. They did not have anything that I absolutely needed, so I did not purchase it. And then, you know, you're just kind of walking around looking at everything else, and I'm just kind of like, if I buy this, it's just going to sit in my house collecting dust, you know, making a mess. So I bought nothing. And sometimes I feel a little sad when I leave a store and I don't buy anything, which, I don't know, maybe that means I have a problem. But in a way, it's kind of, I mean, it's good, but yeah, I don't know. I think it, you know, when I was younger and, you know, like late teens, early 20s, like I felt like it was like, I felt like I did something wrong if I left a store and I didn't buy something. I don't know why. I mean, nobody ever taught me to think like that. So yeah, like go figure. So now I kind of feel proud of myself when I don't buy something, because I'm like, good job, Kristen, good job. You did not spend money that you didn't need to spend. Come on. I think it's very easy though to just, you know, go in and buy a bunch of crap that you don't need. Takes a lot more willpower to be like, no, I don't need that. And they make it so, it's so easy to just go out and spend a bunch of money now too, right? You just, I mean, just add to your cart, add to your cart. I mean, I purchased several things this week, and, you know, doing it online, it makes it so easy. And I'm like, wow. Maybe if I would have had to like go to the store to purchase that, maybe I may have second guessed it or thought twice, but nope. Just add it to your cart. Click buy now. Come on. Oh. Of course, we have a TV in our, kind of like near our dining room table, and we used it when it was COVID time because we had to do online school, and it was easier to look at the computer screen on the TV than it was to look at the tiny little laptop screen. And so we just left it in here, and so I never watch TV in here, but when I do filming, I project it onto the TV so I know I'm in, you know, in frame and whatever. But for some reason, the last few times I've tried to film, it will unsync from my phone, and then the TV will freeze or it'll go dark, and then I'm like, well, I hope I'm filming still, because I don't know, because I can't really see the screen on my phone the way it's angled. So yeah. Oh, I almost just dumped that out all over. Yep. Okay, get over there. These diamonds are trying to escape. there. But these TVs are, they're like connected to, they're not connected to cable, right? But it still has like some internet Wi-Fi capabilities, and it has, it's called the, what's it called? Like the, I don't know, Samsung TV network or something. And it will play a bunch of, like, there's all these random channels, but like there's like a true crime channel. There's a, you know, a Hallmark movie channel, and just any kind of channel you can imagine. And it changes every time I turn the TV on. It changes what channel automatically comes on, and I don't change the channel. So sometimes it will be on the same channel, but then like a week later, it'll be on a completely different channel, and no one else uses this TV. And so the last few times that I've filmed, it's been on the same channel, and it's been on the like Action Movie Hub or whatever. And every time it's been on Terminator. I think it's Terminator 2. And it's the same part of the movie, like the same like 10-15 minute part of the movie every time I turn it on. And it's super creepy. And so today I was like, I've got to finish the ArtDot kitting up, because they're just sitting on the shelf and they're just waiting to be mixed up and screwed up. So I was like, I'm going to do that. So came in and got all my crap out, and I sat down and turned on the TV, and it's the stupid same part of the Terminator movie. And it makes me laugh because the part of the movie that it's at, and I've never actually seen Terminator 2. I've only seen this specific part of the movie like 3 times. But it's where the kids are in the arcade, and the one kid was like, go, go. And he was trying to distract the like shiny robot guy who looks like a cop. But it makes me laugh because it's the kid from the Nickelodeon show, Salute Your Shorts. And when I was a kid, I remember watching that show, and I remember always thinking the kid was kind of weird because like he had that like, he had the red hair, which is not like weird, but he had the mullet. And in the movie, he's got the mullet, and it just totally made me feel old because I remember watching that show and him with the mullet and everything. So I'm like, oh, it's the mullet kid again. I mean, I don't know what his, I don't know what his name is, but he will forever be the mullet kid from Salute Your Shorts. There's nothing anyone can say that will change my mind on that. He's the mullet kid. So, and it's funny because mullets are so making a comeback, at least where we are. So there was a family at our church, and I don't know if the kids are doing it because like they really want a mullet, or they're just trying to be, ironic and like funny. But there was a family, and they had like 3 boys of just different ages, from like probably elementary to high school, and they all had mullets. And I was like, dang, that's awesome. I mean, would I ever have a mullet? No, I would not. I don't think I would look good with one. I mean, there are lady mullets out there. But I just feel like mullets are more a guy thing, My friend and I, when we were in high school, it was, the late 90s, and we decided we were going to have mullet albums. And that was back when you had, like a point and shoot camera, and I think they were digital though, so that was good at least. And so we would go places, and we would have our cameras, and we would take pictures of people's mullets, and then we would share them with each other. So we each had some pictures for our mullet albums. Talk about like invading somebody's privacy, taking a picture of the back of their head without them knowing. Because it was so obvious that you were taking a picture because you had a freaking camera. Now you can, covertly take a picture of somebody, like by pretending you're looking at something else on your phone, or pretending you're taking a selfie of yourself, but really you're, taking a picture of them. But I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with us? But, we thought it was funny. And we're like, look at my mullet album. I think we only had like maybe like 15 or I don't know, 20 pictures maybe in it total. And then you'd have like, blurry mullets, but we would joke and be like, oh, this is a rare, sports mullet, because you'd take a picture of, you know, somebody at like a sports game, or like this is a concert mullet, or this is a grocery store mullet. So yeah, the things we did before the internet, right? Ooh, there's a bunch of diamonds right there. I'm just gonna push you over there. But that's how we used to entertain ourselves, man. Now, like, nobody's ever bored. Just looking at a screen. Like, oh my gosh, I have 3 minutes. Oh, I better pull out my phone. It's funny because they even, like, I remember I was playing a game, and, you know, if you watch the ads, then you can, you know, earn more points or get more lives or whatever. And they were like, man, oh, I want to tell you about this great game that I found. It's called Royal Match. Anytime I have some downtime, like I'm waiting in the car, or I'm waiting for my food to warm up, or just waiting in line, I just pull out my phone and the time just goes by. And I was like, good God, are we really that bad? That we can't even, like, just stand in line for 2 minutes without pulling out our phones and entertaining ourselves? Like, oof. Like, no wonder all of our kids are going to be screwed later on in life. As I said, I was listening to something, and they were saying that, you know, this new generation of kids, you know, that they've never been alive when iPads and iPhones didn't exist. And I'm like, whoa. You know, I mean, I remember life before the internet. I mean, I don't know when the internet came out, but, I mean, I remember using the internet for the first time, probably like high school. And I think we had the internet at home, but it was like, oh, dial-up. Remember dial-up, guys? Remember when you had to basically either have a second phone line, or you took over the home phone line so you could get onto the internet? When you basically had to turn the computer on, then start the internet process. Then you might, like, you know, go take a shower or something, because, you know, it'd take 15 minutes for it to connect to the internet gods and whatnot. I remember my dad, he would get so mad because I would get on the internet to, I don't even know what I would do on the internet, and he'd be like, one of his friends would be trying to, like, call or something, and I would, you know, be hogging up the phone line. So we finally got a second phone line. But, whew, yep. Crazies. And now, I mean, like, neither one of my kids know what it was like before having the internet. They always groan when I say things like, you know, when I was your age, I had to be taken to the library to go look up that information. So I am thankful for that, because, oh man, you had like a book report or something, and it was like, okay, got to go to the library. And then you hoped that they had a book in stock about what you needed to write your book report on, or, you know, what you had to do your project about, because if other kids needed that same book, then you were out of luck. And then what are you going to do? Go check another library? I mean, we were fortunate enough to live in an area where we did have libraries close by. I mean, we had, I gotta try to open this bag with my teeth. I mean, from our house, there's probably like, I don't know, maybe 3 different libraries we could go to within a 30-minute, you know, driving period. But still, you know, no parent wants to take their kids to the library after they've worked a full day of work, made dinner, and then go trek to the library to maybe or maybe not find a book that you need for this project. Well, then if you needed the, what do you call it? Like encyclopedia or whatever, you couldn't even check those out. So you had to sit there and get all your information while you're there. All right, this is the last little section for these. Okay, there's that one, and that one. There we go. Although back then though, I mean, if it was in a book, you could pretty much count on it being factual for the most part, I think. Now, oh, seriously. Do it over the tray, dingy. Do it over the tray. Now, it's like, you know, you find information on the internet, and it's like, well, is it from one of these trusted sources? It's like, dude, I'm an adult. And, you know, we all have friends who were like, look at this website. It's telling the truth. And then you have other friends who were like, look at this website. This is the real truth. I mean, as an adult, if I'm having a hard time figuring out if something is, you know, real or not real, I mean, imagine the kids. I mean, there's obviously, like, you're doing a book report for a kid. Like, there's obviously certain websites they recommend and all that, but still, there's just so much. I mean, one person's true information is not going to be another person's true information. I mean, just look at the politics. Everybody has, you know, a different truth. It's like, yeah, no thank you. It's like people start to talk politics, and I'm like, I'm just gonna be over there. You let me know when you're done. I got enough stress and anxiety in my life. I don't need to be talking politics. Holy mother. Okay, this. I almost wish these bags had a bigger mouth opening. It's okay. So after this video, I have 2 more ArtDot videos that I will need to film. Then the ArtDot saga will be complete, and we can get up and dance around with excitement. Then maybe I can actually label my boxes with what numbers are in each box, because I am waiting until I am done with this before I even attempt that. Because these boxes are so chunked full, it's scary. I honestly did not think that it would yield so many boxes. I was like, oh yeah, 4 boxes. 4 boxes, like, yeah, they're gonna be full, but it'll be fine. No, this is box number 4 right now, and that is just making a mess. And nope. Because I still have 50 more colors in the one, and then almost 50 in another, and then that's 3 of each. So yeah, no. This many boxes is... I'm hoping it does not go over 6. Oh my gosh. Please, please don't go over 6 boxes. Please. Because then I have to, like... And when I dekit something, I'm gonna have to get out 6 freaking boxes. I mean, well, I was gonna say, somebody didn't think this plan through, but I mean, technically, what I should have done was I should have sent one of the boxes of the ArtDots back. But I did not do that because I'm greedy and I'm a hoarder and I like crafting supplies. That's why I go to Michael's even though I don't need anything. Or I should have just left them in the stupid cardboard box, all rolled up nicely, instead of opening them and like throwing them around the room and being like, oh my gosh, look at all these drills. And then realizing that I can't put them all back together nicely. And so then I'm like, oh, I probably should do something with these. And yeah. I could try to blame other people, but I'm not. I fully take on the blame. I will say, if I ever order drills, probably would not order the ArtDots again. Just, you know, because I learned my lesson that they are not the most uniform. But if I did order drills, from somewhere. I would make sure they're resin. And I would hope that they come in their own Ziploc bags. And then I could just stick them in the color behind their little dividers. But yeah, I do not see myself ordering drills for a while, unless I'm starting a very specific project and I want to make sure I have, you know, uniform drills. Wait a second. Where's baggie 316? Uh-oh. Hang on. There it is. Some of these got all messed up. Shocking. How did that happen? I did find some different patterns on Etsy for, gotta open that before I hold the bags of cut drills, for cross stitch patterns. Ooh, why is FedEx at my house? Good God. Why is everything beeping? Please walk away. Please don't make me get up and answer the door. Please walk away. Yes, he's walking away, thank God. Oh. I found a few different patterns or Etsy shops that have smaller patterns, much smaller patterns, guys. So yeah, I would like to maybe, I was thinking, you know, some of those might be good, especially if you have never done a cross stitch conversion. Or if you just want a small project, like you have a ton of drills, and you know, you don't need 5,000 of one color, you just need some. But yeah, so I've never actually looked at the stitch patterns on Etsy before, but I have, you know, I've heard other people talk about them. I know Joan Diamond Paints has done a bunch of little patterns from them, and I think Kimba's Crafts did some. And so I've always meant to look at their site, but I just never did. And I know some of them have half stitches, so FYI, just, you know, can't do half stitches on diamonds. But they have like a really good deal where if you buy lifetime access, whoa, stop, oh my God, okay. See what happens when I try to talk? You can buy a lifetime membership to their website for like $30, and then you get access to all of the patterns. And I was looking through the patterns and I'm like, there are a lot of patterns here, you know? And some of them are like, you know, some of them are made specifically for, you know, more like a round hoop, which you could easily modify to make it, you know, a, you know, square shaped or a rectangle shaped diamond painting. You just have to add in, you know, a solid color around, you know, measure how wide out it is and go from there. But there's a lot of smaller ones, and I was like, that could be kind of cool. So I was thinking, like, what if, you know, and I'm just throwing out my line of thinking right now, because, you know, we're just talking, we're just gabbing. But because you could buy, like, you know, one big blank canvas from somewhere, like on AliExpress, for example, and then you could just cut out a section that you need for a conversion project, right? Because you know how big it's going to be when you get the pattern. And so if it's, you know, let's say, I don't know, 50 stitches by 50 stitches, well, then you know that, you know, it's going to only be, you know, this section big. So you could cut it. And if you've got a big enough canvas, you could even have, you know, obviously you want to cut it bigger and all that, but I mean, you wouldn't really be wasting canvas, because it would probably be cheaper to buy one big canvas than it would to be buying a bunch of like smaller individually sized ones. But I was thinking, because there were some that come in like sets, so they're, you know, there's like a set of 3 or a set of 6, and they kind of coordinate. And there's some kind of florally, but like more abstract floral with only a few colors, but you could modify the colors so easy on something like that, because it's, you know, there's probably only like 5 colors in the entire pattern. So I saw that and I was like, ooh, that could be kind of cool. Like, I need more projects, but that is what us crafters do. We don't wait till we finish a project. No. I mean, I have 2 conversion projects that I'm not done with. The little ones would be, I think, a little pattern from somewhere like the Stitch Patterns or some of the different Etsy shops, I think would be a great place to, you know, dip your toes into the conversion-y waters, so to speak. Okay, this, I'm going to have to move all of these back because this is a mess. See, this box is like, yeah. Okay. Box number 4 is full, guys. Box number freaking 4 is full. So we're going to push you out of the way. Okay, now this is box number 5. I have my ABs just thrown in over there for right now. So what we are going to do is we're going to pull a big chunk of these and just maybe don't try to take that many at once. And we're just going to slide those over to the next section. Okay, guys, there we go. All right. That's not, well, all right. We're just going to put it like that. It's fine. Don't worry, it'll fill up. And I don't know if I mentioned it. I know I mentioned it in previous videos, but I don't know if I mentioned it in this one. But I am keeping these drills separate from my resin drills, which I am so glad that I did that. Because the quality difference is there. And they are dirty. They're very, very dirty, dirty, dirty diamonds. So if I ever use these for something, I will make sure I wash them because there is a lot of dust coating on them that makes everything not stick to the diamonds. But I made a little label that says AD on them for ArtDot. And if I ever get any other acrylic drills, I may put them with that if I think that the acrylic drills are worth saving, because so far, excuse me, like hiccuping and burping at the same time, because so far the only acrylic drills I've tried to work with have been the Crafty-ish squares, and those were a disaster. And I actually have all of the Crafty-ish square drills in a box, and I am just going to put them in their own little bottle of shame and put it on the shelf as a reminder to not do Crafty-ish paintings with square drills. I think I have one round from Crafty-ish, but honestly, I'm just like, I don't want to get pissed off at it, so I'm like, right now I'm trying to focus on projects I know that I guess you can't say for sure you know you're going to enjoy a project, but I'm trying to bank on projects that I know for a good amount of certainty that I will enjoy. And right now, the thought of a Crafty-ish project just makes me want to punch someone. So we're just not going to do it. I got a t-shirt. I'll have to show it off once I get it. But I think it says something along the lines of, dude, that is not a full bag. Look at that. Like, no, that is not even the same. It says, I think it says, I diamond paint because punching people is wrong. So I'll let you know when I get it. And I will probably post it on my Facebook group first. So if you have not joined my Facebook group, you can. I will have the link in the description box. It's the Crafty-ishKristyn community. I don't require you to answer any questions. I just have to approve it just because I'm trying to make sure that, robots and mean trolly people aren't going to try to get in there and, sell everybody duct cleaning and whatever. Because, yeesh. I get enough of that on my regular Facebook feed. I don't need that in my group. So, and you can post pictures of whips. You can post pictures of your pets if you have questions or you found a new shop. And I have a pinned post at the top where if you want to put in your, social media stuff like your Instagram, TikToks, if you have a YouTube channel, like obviously you can post that, and I'm totally fine with that, about helping others. And I do want to make a post that has a link for cross-stitch patterns if people find a site and they want to share those. So anyways, I am going to go. I have no idea how long this video is because it's going to be broken up into 2 sections. So if you have not, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, hearting, farting, doing all the things. I very much appreciate it. I'm so glad you guys hung out with me. I'm talking really fast for some reason, and I don't know why, but I will see you guys next time. Big awkward hugs. Bye guys.